Hi, good evening everyone. Today we will be starting with the fifth video of our flow series. Let me ask you one question. How many times you have seen that when the case is created when and nobody take follow up on the same? So suddenly a customer get angry and manager get angry, and since you are a project owner and a company owner, you also get angry. So today we will be doing the fixing once and for all, not with the Apex trigger but using a Salesforce flow. So if I talk about the trigger scenario, you have heard it right. So whenever a case is created, we need to assign that task to someone and further create a follow-up task for the same. So earlier we were doing this with trigger, but we will be doing this with the flow. Same power, less code, and no test classes here. So let's see. So let's start building our flow. Do we have any prerequisite in the same trigger? Answer is no. We don't have any prerequisite in this because we are dealing with the standard objects or the standard fields. If I talk about case or task, they are both standard object. But let's assume that if you want to create a custom object and further write a flow on the same, you have a power to do it. So next question is on which trigger, on which flow we will be creating. Do we need to go for a record trigger flow or a string flow? Since our action is as soon as a case is created, we need to assign an owner and assign a task. Assign an owner to the case and assign a task. So in the similar manner, we will be doing the same. We will be going for the record trigger flow because we don't need any screen so that a user can interact with the same. Everything will run in the background. So let's start building our flow. So what I will be doing, I will be going for the record triggered flow. So once you click a flow here, there are multiple options. So you need to select the record triggered flow and let's close this help out pop-up because I'm the guide here. So what I will be doing, I will be adding case. As soon as a case is created, a record is created, then only we need to do something. What I need to do here, I need to mark all condition equal to and where owner ID is not equal, is not null. So doesn't equal. So here what I will be making blank value. If this is the case, now here comes the scenario. So what operation do you need to perform? A before update scenario or after insert scenario? So I by mistaken saying before the update. It should be before operation or after operation here. Because we are only using the create operation, we are not creating for the update operation. So since we need to create a related record here, so we need to go for a after update. After scenarios, so we will be selecting this out. Once this is done, we will be further making the create record. So here we have multiple options. We have these are the logics that we need to use in the future flows, but for now we will be using the create record because we need to create a record for task. So here you have created the record here. So we will be creating task here. Let's make it generic here. So if you want to make multiple records, you can do that. But since I only want to make a single record, I will be going for the single record. So I will be not picking from record variables because I haven't created any variable here. So I will be making it manually. So that option also get obsolete from here. So I will be creating a task record here. Task record. So once the task record is done, so if I talk about first thing that is most important here, that is what ID. What ID and who IDs are the two IDs which multiple tables are binded. Let's take an example. If you are going for the living beings, living entities. Let's take an example. You are talking about lead or you are talking about contact. You will be marking it as a who ID. What you will be marking? You will be marking task with that object. And if you are marking like case, account, opportunity, these are the non-living entities, so you will be going with the what ID. So here I will be searching for what ID. So let's search for what ID related to ID. So this is the related to ID and it should be binded with the triggering case dot record ID. So where is the ID? So I will be just searching for ID that is case ID. Where is the case ID? Yeah, case ID is associated here. So similarly, I will be setting the status as not started. Status as not started. Other than this, we will be setting a priority equal to high. So let's set the priority equal to high. I've kept the notes on the right hand side, that's why I'm seeing here. So let's set it high. Other than this, we will be setting the owner as well. For this case, owner. So assign to ID is a ID to whom this will be assigned. So triggering case dot, I will be just selecting the owner ID here. So once we are done, user dot ID. Where is the ID? I don't want to pick the role ID. I just want to pick the user ID here. So once we are done with this, we will be just saving this out. So case creation on tasks. Once we are done with this, we will be saving our flow, and once this flow is saved, we will be testing this flow. Before setting this out, I forgot two things here that I need to do. First is we need to add a subject. Because without subject, the things will remain empty. So please please resolve this case. Resolve this case as soon as possible, as priority of the case is high. Priority of case is high. So I haven't added this value there. So what I will be doing, I will be just going here and I will be just adding one more condition here, where priority equal to high. Otherwise it will make a task for each and every. So for example, if it is a low priority case, then no need to create a task. Why to escalate the things to a sales team? So there is no issue for the same, where priority equal to high. So this is how our flow is done. So now if I talk about debugging is your friend, it is not your enemy. So first thing, after making the things here, you need to debug this out. If you want to see my detailed video on debugging, you can check out my last video. I will be adding that link in the pinned comment here. So I will be adding run immediately, and I will be setting a case. So skip start condition. So I think here we have an option in order to create a case. So let's search for a case. This is not coming out, so let's click a run here. So you are saying here the detail is coming, the case has been debugged, and this is a case that has been created. Detail, no triggering details has happened because it has picked it by default, and this is the interview. So we will be testing this into our final screen. So let's go and let's activate this flow. So once this is activated, now we will be testing this out again. So our debugging was good, but we didn't get a chance to create a case record. So what I will be doing, I will be going here and I will be going on to case. So once we go here in the cases, I will be just clicking new case, and we will be just setting the priority equal to high. Priority equal to high, and let's set the phone, and as soon as we set the phone, we are good. So let's save this out. So as soon as we save this out, you will be seeing the task has been created. Please resolve this case as soon as possible, as this is high. So this is how our flow is running out. So if I talk about trigger, you have to write 30 to 40 line of codes and further the test classes. So here you haven't written anything, and all the things have been automated without, and you are now being taking accountability as an admin, not as a developer here. So if I talk about here, yeah, manager is happy, customer is happy, and you are as an admin or a company owner is also happy. So if I talk about this complete our fifth video of a Salesforce Flow. If you like my content, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more such content. Have a nice day.